Good morning, students. Welcome to your English language class. Our topic for today is formal letters, specifically complaint letters, letters to people in authority. Let's discuss the objectives first. By the end of this video, you will be able to learn the points on which a formal letter is based, learn the format of a formal letter, and write a complaint letter in your own words. Now students, what are formal letters? Formal letters are letters written to public and government departments or anyone holding an office, institutions or organizations, manufacturers and salespersons, consumers and customers, and editors of newspapers. The usual subject of such letters could be asking or giving information, placing orders, replies, or cancelling the orders, making inquiries, creating awareness of some social issue of public interest. Now we will discuss the points on which a formal letter is based. Children, open your fair copies and note down these points neatly. Our first point is sender's address or the address of the writer. The second point is date. Next comes is receiver's address. Our fourth point is salutation or greeting. Students, here we address the person to whom we are writing the letter. The fifth point is body of the letter. It is further divided into subparts: the opening line, the subject matter, and the closing line. The sixth point is subscription. For example, yours faithfully, yours truly, etc. And the last point is signature. You will conclude your letter with your full name. Now, let's have a look at the table. It will help you understand how to write salutation and subscription. Students, if you are writing a letter to teachers, salutation should be Dear Sir or Dear Madam, followed by comma. Students, when you are writing Dear Sir or Dear Madam, Dear begins with capital D and Sir's S and Madam's M should be capital. Now, what will be the subscription? If you are writing as a student, you should write yours obediently followed by comma. If you are writing as a parent, you should write yours truly followed by comma. When you are writing a letter to principal, salutation should be Dear Sir or Dear Madam followed by comma, and the subscription should be yours obediently if you are a student and yours truly if you are a parent. Students, if you are writing a letter to high officials, for example, Chief Minister, Superintendent of Police, Municipal Authority, the Mayor, etc., salutation should be Dear Sir or Dear Madam followed by comma, and subscription should be yours faithfully followed by comma. If you are writing applications, the salutation should be Dear Sir or Dear Madam, and at the end you have to put comma. Students, applications can be for various posts or jobs, and you should write yours faithfully comma as subscription. If you are writing a letter to the editor of newspaper, your salutation should be Dear Sir or Dear Madam, comma, and the subscription should be Yours faithfully or Yours truly, comma. If you are writing a letter to traders or managers, the salutation is Dear Sir or Dear Madam, comma, and subscription is Yours faithfully, comma. Now, let's proceed with complaint letters. Students, note down the format of complaint letter on your fair copies. Our first point is sender's address. It should be written on the right hand side. We write house number and the name of the house. These are separated with commas. For example, 96, Sharma Villa, comma. In the next line, write down the locality, and in the last line, write down the name of the city with the pin code. Children, in the first line, address is not complete, so write down comma. In the second line, the address is not complete, so write down comma. In the last line, the address is complete, so put full stop. So our address should be 96, Sharma Villa, Ranjit Vihar, Amritsar -143001, full stop. Students, keep in your mind first letter of each word should be capital. After writing the sender's address, you have to leave a line and then write down date. It is also written on the right hand side. First, write down date and then month and then year. For example, 20th December, 2020, full stop. Children, TH should be written on line. It should not be written like raised to power. Then write down the name of the month. After writing month, put comma and write down the year, and at the end put full stop. Next, you have to write down the receiver's address or the person to whom you are writing a letter or you are making a complaint. For example, the superintendent of police, civil lines, Amritsar -143001, full stop. After writing the receiver's address, leave one line and write down the salutation. It is Dear Sir, followed by comma. Students, Dear's D and Sir's S should be capital. Again, leave one line for the neatness purpose. Now, the next is opening line. It can be a response to a previous letter or you may refer to a particular subject. Your opening line should be formal. For example, I want to draw your kind attention to the problem of, or you can also write down, I would like to bring to your kind notice that. And then children, introduce your subject. And next you can write down according to the question that has been asked in your examination. Now students, next is your subject matter. It should be adequate and it should cover minimum 5 points and should be written in different paragraphs. And the last is the concluding or closing line. Here you will sum up the subject matter. For example, I sincerely request you to look into the matter and do the needful as soon as possible, full stop. After this, leave a line and next is subscription. It is written on the right hand side. You can write yours faithfully, followed by comma, and finally write down your full name. So students, this was all about the format of complaint letter. Now let us discuss a complaint letter. The heading is, you live in a small town which does not have even a public park. Write a letter to the municipal authority of your town highlighting the need of a public park. Students, it is important to read the heading carefully as the question itself gives us the idea about what to write in the letter. So, in this, we will highlight the need of a park in our town. Why do we need a park? And how is the park helpful to the residents? So let's get started, students. First of all, we will go through some points and related vocabulary which can be used to write this letter. See students, the first word is I. So we can begin our letter by introducing ourselves. Then we can tell what is the purpose of writing the letter. Here it is, request to construct a public park. What is the need to construct a public park? As pollution is there, contracting open space, urbanization, industrialization, increasing traffic. What are they contributing to? They are contributing to deterioration of environment and human health, absence of open space, townships, aggravated the problem. Students, the meaning of the word aggravated is worsen. Now, who are the most affected? Young children, old people, growing children, they are most affected. And how are they affected? No space to play, absence of open space, children deprived of joy of playing, outdoor games, affect physical growth and development. Elderly and aged, worse off, no place to sit peacefully. Now students, what are the benefits of construction of public park? It is environmentally wholesome, make area beautiful, pure air quality, appeal to construct park in area. Let us go through the contents of the letter now. We will start with sender's address, 23, Ranjit Vihar, Loharka Road, Amritsar -143001, full stop. Now students, after writing the sender's address, leave a line and write down date. It is 4th December, 2020, full stop. Again, leave a line and write down the receiver's address. It is the Commissioner, Municipal Corporation, Amritsar -143001, full stop. Again, you have to leave a line and you will write down the salutation. It is Dear Sir, Again, leave a line and next is the opening line. Here, you will formally introduce yourself and tell the purpose of writing. You will not use the language as if you are talking to your friend. And students, keep in your mind, opening line must be directly related to the body of the letter. It is I, a resident of Ranjit Vihar, on behalf of the residents of the area, write to your esteemed self to draw your kind attention to the dire need of a public park in our area, full stop. Residents means inhabitants. Esteemed means held in great respect. Now students, next is the body of the letter. What is the need of a public park? Public parks have become indispensable necessities in the current times. Ever increasing pollution, contracting open space due to urbanization and industrialization, increasing traffic on roads, etc., all have contributed to the deterioration of environment and human health. The word meanings are: indispensable means absolutely necessary. Necessities means fact of being required. Contracting means decreasing in size. Urbanization means process of making an area urban. Industrialization means development of industries in a country. Deterioration means worsening. Now, what has worsened the problem? Absence of open spaces in the modern colonies, townships and residential areas has further aggravated the problem. Townships means new area being developed for residential use. Aggravated means worsened. Now students, who are the worst affected? The worst lots that have been affected are the young children and the old people, besides all age group people. How unfortunate are the growing children. They don't have any space left to play and have fun. Children, the meaning of the word unfortunate is unlucky. Now, how are the children affected? The absence of open spaces, grounds, etc. has deprived them of the joys of playing outdoor games, which has affected their physical growth and development adversely. The word meanings are: deprived means prevent from having something. Adversely means harmfully. How the old people are affected? The elderly and the aged are far worse off. They have no place where they can go and sit peacefully. Children, the meaning of the word worse off is less fortunate. Here we can use the words elderly and aged for the old people. Now students, what are the benefits of construction of public park? Besides, the construction of a public park will be environmentally wholesome for the people of our colony. It will make the area look more beautiful. The trees and plants of the park will make the air quality purer. The meaning of the word wholesome is healthy. Now students, let us come to the concluding paragraph where we have to sum up the subject matter and appeal to do the needful. Now, what will be the concluding line? Keeping so many benefits in mind and for the welfare of our children, the old and other people, I appeal to you to construct a park in our area. We shall be grateful if you immediately start proceedings for a public park in our town. Thanking you in anticipation, followed by comma. The word meanings are: welfare means well-being, appeal means request, grateful, thankful, anticipation, hope. Now students, after writing this, leave a line and then write down the subscription, yours faithfully, followed by comma. Again leave a line and write down your full name. I hope you have understood how to write a complaint letter. Now, your homework is solve the assignment given to you in your SNAP homework. Thank you, students.